Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, and welcome back to Coffee with Kim and Hills. Oh, did you have a good morning?
I did. Good. So far, so good.
So far, so good. I mean, it still is morning.
Right. Still morning time.
We're still sussing out how we feel about it, basically.
Exactly.
My morning is it's just my kid.
Yeah.
It's just chasing around this redheaded wildling. That is all it is.
Mine is getting my toddler. Well, she's not a toddler anymore. She's a little kid.
Yeah, when does toddler phase out?
I think at like 3.
3?
But like they still have some toddler
Yeah.
things until like at least a 3.5 for my daughter.
Right. Okay.
But now she's definitely like a kid. She is a kid.
Oh,
It's crazy.
just like a little like
Person.
She's so cute. Oh my gosh.
She's really into dresses. It's really intense.
She knows what she likes.
Yeah. Sparkles, dresses, yeah, everything.
Okay, she's into the feminine.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I don't know where this came from, but all right, we'll lean into it.
We're rolling with it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Frozen's fault. It's like Frozen. It does something to children. They're like,
does.
I have to be Anna and Elsa. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yes. The fights that go on the playground about who can be Anna and who can be Elsa.
I can only imagine.
So intense. So intense.
That is so funny. Who knew that movie would be such a phenomenon?
I know, right? Also, Encanto is also really big.
Is it? Oh yeah, because I haven't seen it yet. Because I know I'll be watching it 1,000 times soon
It's
enough.
so good.
But I think I'm just gonna break and watch it with my husband because we love all of those, like
Right?
Pixar, Disney.
And it's so funny, like the different characters that kids gravitate towards. And it's nice because in Encanto, there really are like more main characters than in Frozen, where it's just, it's basically
it's
Elsa
the
and
two
Anna, and it's
girls.
really Elsa.
Right.
I mean, Anna, also awesome. Like, don't get
Yes.
me wrong. But
Don't come at us. Don't come at us. Anna's great.
but in Encanto, there's like, and they all, I don't know. You have to watch it if you haven't.
Okay.
I'm still sad it didn't win the Academy Award for Best Song, but
What a bummer.
I know.
I feel like it's like so big right now. I'm kind of
It's so
surprised.
big. It's bigger than Frozen. It's
That's
bigger
nuts.
than Let It Go.
How can it be bigger than Let It Go?
It's been on the, Billboard top list for
Really?
longer than Let It Go was.
I have to see it.
Yeah.
I have to see it.
You do.
I'm not going to wait. That's it.
Do it.
And we're not going to wait to start our hot topics either, so don't you worry. We don't want our coffee to get cold before we get into this. So this is from Finance Monthly, Personal Finance for Students, Key Guide.
Yes.
So I don't know if any students are watching this. I hope you are. If not, parents, this is for you.
Yes.
Pass this on to your kids.
Have them watch this. This is information that will be helpful and things I wish I had.
Exactly. A major problem for students is lack of money and inability to manage it, and it all comes back to lack of basic financial literacy. It always comes back to
It
that.
always comes back to that.
And that's not like pointing the finger at like students. This is literally everybody. And that's just because we don't learn about it anywhere. No. So yeah, this is no surprise. No surprise that, yeah.
And all of this felt very practical and very easy
Very
to
practical.
understand.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
It's doing it
have
though.
to know it and so that you can do it.
Yeah, it's
and
being
apply it.
proactive and actually doing it really.
Just like being a student.
Yeah. But it gives you, exactly. So, just take those skills and
Yeah.
put them here.
Exactly.
So here's a guide to get you on financial track, students. Okay, so plan first. And that means keep track of your money on paper.
Or Excel.
Or
whatever you
Excel.
choose.
I know it was very specific on paper. I don't really know why, but wherever makes you feel most organized and it's most accessible to you. Count your income. Write down expenses.
Yep.
Then make a budget.
Yeah.
It's everything we talk about here every day.
Right. I think if you start doing this as a student, and especially a college student or high school, depending on, what you need, but
You'll be winning in the rest of your life.
yeah, this sets you up for success going forward.
Yes.
Because that's how you set a budget that you can actually work within.
And you will need this going forward.
Yes.
That is the thing, is everyone is playing catch up. I swear everyone gets into their 30s and they're getting more serious about stuff and they're like, oh wait, I think I want a house, I think I want this, and suddenly children might become a part of your
Right.
reality.
Expensive.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, you don't want to be like playing catch up. It is so stressful. I'm telling you right now from personal experience.
Yep.
Okay, sales and promotion. There are apps that can find stores and look for products that have discounts.
Yeah, so these are ways to like save
That's
some
cool.
money or increase your income while you are a student. So yeah, always looking
I
for.
need to do that. I need
I
to
know.
look for these apps. I don't even do that.
I mean, you probably do. It's probably looking when you're purchasing something. Maybe you buy it when it's the Memorial Day sale.
I mean, I'll do
or
it.
something
I'll do
like
the
that.
off season, like
Yeah,
they were saying, like you
right.
know, like look for summer clothes in the winter. You
Yes.
know, unless you live in LA.
Right.
I don't know how that works.
Year round, you're just wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with San Francisco. You always wear a leather jacket because it's always cold.
But it's nice because then you just have one season to worry about.
That's true.
Also, when you have a kid too, it's like you're not shopping for every single season.
I know. It was so nice.
Oh my gosh.
It was so nice. And so easy to get them out of the house because you're not like, during the winter, you're not
Layering.
bundling them up and having to do gloves and like.
It's an event.
Yeah.
It really is an event. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Scholarships. Okay, I didn't go to a conventional college, so I don't know how this works. But if you are active in the college community, you know, by organizing events or helping out, you can get points, and then those points can help with that. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know if this necessarily applies to everybody. I think there's different scholarships that you can get. Maybe
Okay.
it is like community involvement, but also having good grades. You can typically get scholarships for that or your athletic achievements. So I think, but looking for opportunities to get a scholarship or
Yes.
grants to
Right.
help alleviate the costs of college.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm learning something new. I need to learn about all of this stuff because I didn't do it like this. So when my kid's going to college, I'm going to, I don't know, you know. Bank cards with cash back. We've been talking about this. Look for a bank card where a portion of your purchases will be returned to you. That's always great.
Yeah.
Don't get one that does nothing
Yes. Do not get one that does nothing.
because that will do nothing for you.
Exactly.
The end. Spend less than you earn, which you should have sorted out already by keeping track of your budget and writing everything down. Don't spend more than you're earning.
Yep.
Ta-da. I don't know. Take advantage of banking products.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know. This one didn't like really resonate with me because I don't know how much students are really looking into banking products. But I think one of the ones that did resonate a little bit more with me was looking for additional sources of income. So, and it might not be because a student schedule typically is harder to have possibly a part-time job. And there's also a lot of people looking for part-time jobs in communities where there are big colleges or big universities because everybody kind of, not that they have the same hours, but everybody's having the same issue.
Right.
Looking for things, especially these days, you could do things online.
Like mastering a universal skill. That was one of the things.
Yes,
that
this was one of the ones that I was
huge.
like, I wish I had thought of this when I was in college.
Yeah.
Because they talk about how, yes, you don't feel like you do, but you have a lot of free time in college because you just do and you're wasting it on stuff, doing
Partying.
Partying. I mean, fine, do that, have fun, you should.
Yeah.
However you have fun.
Yeah.
Make great memories with your friends. Study.
Be safe.
Make sure you study. But you also probably have like 30 minutes to an hour where you're binge watching Law and Order.
Totally.
That was my college.
Law and Order, I love it.
Law and Order SVU.
Specifically. All right.
Yes. So use that time to get a skill, not only that you want, but that is marketable later on in life, like learning a language. How good at a language would you be if you were spending a half an hour to an hour every single day on it?
Yep. Or like Photoshop.
Or
If you
Photoshop.
become like super good at Photoshop, you could like be earning some extra money because that is complicated on the side, you know?
Or learning Excel or different Microsoft Office products because so many people, or learn how to do PowerPoint or Canva to make decks because in the corporate world these days, you just make lots of decks.
Or become
lots of things.
Social media expert.
Yes.
Everyone's looking for those now.
Yeah. So,
There's so many things.
it's again like going back to this fact that if you actually spent 30 to 60 minutes every single day on learning something new, like learning a specific skill, it could help you so much, like with your career in ways you might not even know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and like you also never know. It might take a while to enter the field that you've studied to be in, and having a backup is so great. So, hey, I liked that one.
Me too.
On that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back with more hot topics. Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be talking more about students.
Woo!
Woo!
And student loans.
And student loans. So how the student loan pause has played out for borrowers, and this is from NerdWallet. The pandemic prompted Congress to pause federal student loan payments, as we know. And how has that played out?
I think that this was really interesting. There's been a lot of great benefits for student loan owners. I guess you own a loan. I don't know. Borrowers.
That's what they called them in
Yes.
the article. It's like borrowers, okay.
So, I think, and things that I wouldn't have thought of. One of which being that borrowers experienced over $210 billion in breathing room of student loans.
Yeah, wow.
And $195 billion in waived payments.
Jeez.
So that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's what they did with that as well.
Yeah.
And apparently data shows borrowers have used that extra cash to build up their finances. Some are closer to eligibility for student loan forgiveness. That's a whole other thing, because they can actually use those weeks
Yes.
still towards...
Which I also didn't know was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either. I was like, that's great. Do they know? Does everyone know this?
Okay, but it also, here's the caveat, and they didn't say this until the end of the article,
Yeah.
is that the student loan student loan forgiveness for the eligibility.
Yeah.
And also the stopping in payments only applied to federal student loans. So if you had a
Right,
private
okay.
student loan, which a lot of people get the combination, you didn't get the pause.
Right.
And you also don't get towards this like forgiveness situation.
So just the federal student loans.
Just the federal student loans.
Right, okay.
And
that's important.
in fact, some people didn't realize that they weren't eligible because the headlines all said student loan pause. They didn't say
Right.
for federal loans, which, if you had read about it, you obviously would have figured it out, but not everybody does click into that article. They just see the headline and they're like, sweet, I don't have to make those payments.
Right.
And so until they go into default and they get that angry letter from their
No one wants that angry letter.
borrower saying, hey, you actually still need to keep paying.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's going to have to start paying
Yes.
starting May. May 1st is when the pause ends. Sorry, everyone. It's been fun while it lasted. 26.6 million people are expected to enter repayment at once. Holy hot tamales.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But I think that there was a couple interesting things too. So borrowers decreased their debt. So 44% of people who had their student loans paused were able to reduce their credit card debt.
Yeah.
And 6% reduced other loans like home loans or personal loans or whatever, car loans. So they used that money that they were saving each month, which was an average of $210 per month.
Right.
Towards other loans
Towards
and
other
getting in a better financial position, which is really exciting
That is exciting. And some people continued paying.
because they weren't accruing interest. So
Right.
they were
It was
like,
a good time to take
it's a good-
advantage.
yes,
Right?
If they were in a good financial position, they were doing that.
Yes.
And some people actually also took advantage of the fact that it cleared their loan from being in default. So it cleared that from their credit line.
Right.
So therefore that helps them in the long run, because if then once they do have to start paying again, they keep up with the payments. They don't have that on their credit report, which
Right.
is exciting.
Not to be the bearer of bad news, but it also talked about that some students will be still negatively impacted by the pause ending, because some students still are unemployed, and some students are not able to keep up with the cost of inflation. which is all happening at once right now.
Yeah.
So of course there's that. Like inflation's at an all-time high, and then the student loan, forgiveness is ending. So yeah, that's that timing is not the best for everybody. No. Very sorry.
There's always two sides.
There's always two sides. Yeah. There's always two sides.
Unfortunate.
All right, everyone, we are going to take a quick commercial break, but we will be right back because today it's Healthy Wealthy Wednesday. See you in a second. Welcome back, everyone. It is Healthy Wealthy Wednesday, and Hillary's got all the tips for us. So take it away.
So the last ones we've talked about really all about financial health and financial wealth. We're actually going to pivot a little bit because wealth is also health, which is what we've always been saying.
Yeah.
And so really keeping yourself healthy is also a huge part of being able to make the right decisions and
make the money.
Yeah. So this one comes courtesy of the Harvard Business Review, How to Build Healthy Habits When You're Exhausted. Now, personally, this resonated with me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I'm just always exhausted.
Yeah.
And they had some tips that really felt like you were able to digest them, build on them, and kind of get your health back on track.
Okay, I like that. I like this. I like where it's going.
So start with sleep, which is tough to do, but to try and make sure, maybe you can go to bed a half hour earlier each night. But try to set a time to go to bed and wake up every morning so that you're kind of getting the amount of sleep that you need.
12 hours.
Oh, good for you.
Never gonna happen again. But that would be my dream anyway.
But yeah, and I think that there's this myth when you're trying to be super productive. It's like work harder, stay up late, get up early so that you can push and push and push. And sometimes you just need to hit that reset button and actually
and it'll make you more productive.
Sleep. Yes, exactly. To be more productive. Exactly.
Yep. I like it.
And then the other thing that I really liked that they also touched on is when you're stressed, when you're exhausted, when you are bumping from Zoom meeting to Zoom meeting and you don't have a chance to take a break, is to really make sure that you're not forgetting to eat. Because keeping your blood sugar levels, keeping your body healthy, ideally with nutritious things, but choose your own adventure on that one.
Right. Just keep those snacks nearby.
But keeping water and snacks near your computer so that you are continuously
those nuts.
Exactly.
Some water, some coffee, some whiskey. I don't know.
And then try to move your body for 25 minutes 3 times a week. Doesn't have to be high cardio. Walking.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. Get outside, especially if you can. But just
it's crazy
really
how that helps so much. I mean, it helps
your
really
mental.
Does.
It
can
helps
be
your
so
body.
hard to motivate that initially,
Right.
but once you kind of break the seal and put that in your routine, it becomes just part of your routine, and it's not a thing anymore. But sometimes it's very hard to start.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so start.
So start.
Start slow, but start.
Yes.
So those are the tips this week. There's actually a couple of them, but it really goes back to getting your health back on track so then you can make the right decisions for getting your wealth on track.
For your finances. Yeah, because when we're not in the right headspace, we don't make clear decisions.
No.
We all know this to be
not.
true. All right, we love it. I love it. All right, so now we're just going to dive in because I'm going to tell you what shows are airing today on ROI TV so you don't miss them. So today, you do not want to miss Estate Planning 101, the blockchain interviews, and the business of. And you can catch all of these on
the ROI TV app, available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or on your iOS or Android device. Check us out.
There you have it. Check us out. Don't forget. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Coffee with Kim and Hills. We will see you tomorrow, Thursday, for another big old cup of coffee.